to see fresh, bright, happy faces, gleaming eyes and all that. And it makes me feel really happy, and just know that I can see streaks of boredom on your face.
I think it's not on. It's on?
So I can also see streaks of boredom on your face, and I don't want to add to your misery. You've been listening quite patiently for a long time. And hungry audience is the worst audience, I know that as well. So I will simply crack on. This whole idea of being here, and thanks to DDG who's invited me, and I wanted to be in the company of younger people for a professional reason, because I really want to understand how the young netizens of India are another step from citizens who are on internet and they are on 24/7. All of you have mobile phones, all of you know what to do with that, so I'll not bore you with any of those. I just want to tell you that I'm here because, not because I know more and I can tell you more. I'm here because I want to share my experiences and I want to hear from you. I want to understand things because my own professional career and future depends on how you guys are consuming news in the digital space. So it's as simple as that. It's a very symbiotic thing. I'm not here to lecture you at all, and I'm slightly intimidated because the fact is that I belong to a generation which has a mark here on the middle finger because I wrote. You guys are the generation who has sore thumb because you've been texting all the time. And you are the people who are making WhatsApp work, you are the people who are making all WeChat work, all the platforms are working primarily because of you guys, because the fact is India inevitably is a young country, very young country, and out of that population, majority of our urban population is already online. So my fear is that I probably wouldn't be telling you anything revealing, anything absolutely new which you are not aware of. What I'm trying to tell you that, I honestly feel that my 10-year-old boy is smarter than I am. He plays games on Xbox and he knows how to chat with other players, and I have to keep stopping him, and he's always a step ahead of me. And many times he's been downloading movies using Xbox, and I realize that when I get the bill, and there is no way I can, act smart and say I know more than you guys. Anybody who's younger than me definitely knows more than me about technology. Why I'm here? Because I have something else to offer, how to use this technology to communicate and to reach to a wider audience, a larger number of people to communicate. Working with BBC for last 25 years, what I have worked towards is not any commercial motive because we are we do not work for profit. What we work for is reach. We want to reach to as many people possible with our news content. And to do that, this is the greatest opportunity. So we do everything except for print, and that vacuum is filled by our website, which I'll talk about in a while. But the fact is that you have a radio service which is creating content in audio. You have a television program which is creating content in TV, and then you have a website which is live and doing breaking news, doing analysis, doing all sorts of content. And now, what do you do with all that content? How do you reach to the maximum number of people? How you maximize the impact of your output? And that's what integrated media, social media, other applications is all about. So I'll start talking about that one by one. This is what it is. So about 350 million people. This figure is a rough figure from Mobile Operator Association of India. These are the people with data pack. So this is 1/3 of India's population, primarily urban, living in cities, young mostly, and very aspirational, wants to make their own life better, want to progress in career. Majority of them would be on LinkedIn, majority of them will be exchanging ideas. They are very vocal, they're talking, and they're doing a lot of other stuff. Actually, they are living their lives on digital space. They are not just, you cannot separate their life from, their own digital avatars that they have, their Facebook page, their Twitter account, whatever. Now, there is nothing new about it, but what it has done, it has presented several challenges, and it has also opened new door for, unknown numbers of opportunities for all sorts of media organizations, PR companies, even companies which are selling products and look at their Facebook pages and look at their YouTube channels and how they are promoting their stuff. And you know all that, so I'll not get into more of that detail. So basically what bbchhindi.com is doing right now is running a mobile first strategy. What that mobile first strategy means, that more than 85% of our traffic is coming through mobile phones. Simply means we cannot really be doing what we were doing 10 years ago when there were no mobile phones and people were accessing us from desktop. So what would happen, that weekends we'll go home and there will be one or two people manning the website, because we knew that schools are shut, colleges are not open, and people are not in office, so our traffic will go down for the weekend. So we knew that we don't have to put a lot of effort during the weekend. Now in last 2 years, we have more people working over the weekend because people have more time to read, people have more time to browse, people have more time to interact with each other. So you see how it's changing, and then, so it's changing our own lives. It is changing the way we communicate with people. What I've been doing in my office, I've been asking my pantry boys to actually bring their 2G mobile phones or feature phones, which has a 2.5-inch screen or even smaller. And we are trying to create content which will fit on that screen and people will still be able to make sense of what we are saying. Which is a huge pain in terms of dealing with journalists who are used to writing 1,000-word pieces, And I'm telling them, I don't need that. We don't want that. Because 85% of our users are coming through mobile. So you have to create a mobile-friendly content. And what is mobile-friendly content? As simple as that that most of the people are still on 2G. They're still on very slow connection. They pay a lot of money for data. But still, they're information hungry. They want information. So we provide that information, but it is completely altered and tailored for mobile audience. So what we have done, next thing that we have done is a responsive site. Our website is now fully responsive. Okay. Our website is fully responsive. It means that when you go to our website, bbchhindi.com, it detects what device you are on, and then it actually shrinks or expands accordingly. If you are on a tablet, it will be a bigger display. If you are on a small iPhone 3, it will be a different display. If you are on Samsung Galaxy, on a bigger screen, it will be a different display. Because it has to be intuitive. It has to understand that, doesn't matter how you are coming to us, you are coming to BBC Hindi, and our endeavor is to provide the best user experience which we can provide. And responsive is nothing new. Almost all big websites are doing that. Then we have gone into developing Android app, which is there, and I think till last count, more than 500,000 people had downloaded and using the app to get our stuff. We launched it recently. We are, doing lots of other things, but the focus is mobile. Now, hang on there for a second. And when you say mobile, what is mobile? Anybody who is using mobile internet is invariably on social media. So you cannot run a mobile first strategy without thinking about your social media strategy. Because what are you trying to do is to encourage people to share your content. You're trying to encourage people to think that, you know, bbchindi.com is providing a lot of stuff which is happy, young, user friendly, and then you are actually doing two things. It's a two-way traffic. People are coming to your Facebook site and you are directing them towards your homepage, and those who are coming to your homepage, you are directing them towards your social site. And it's a crisscross that is going on for for quite some time. I will, talk about integration and the world of integrated media later. I'll show you a snapshot of what it is. This page was launched just 2 years ago. Just read the number of likes. And we are not the biggest in the industry at all, in any sense. We are one of the good Facebook pages within BBC and outside as well. We are probably the 4th or 5th biggest on social media in Hindi, and is 2.7 million plus likes on the page. Sometimes there are stories which is done absolutely specifically for social media. We know that it will not work on our web page, but it will work on social media. And we create content according to social media, because this 2.7 million is not a small number. It's a huge number, and people out there, many of them actually never come to our website, but they, read all our content through Facebook. So you can see that, all that will be, this is a screen grab, so I can't show you more. But whatever is story is just one sentence teaser to it, a big picture. And once it's published, it goes on Facebook, it goes on Twitter, it goes on Google+, it goes on several other social platforms. I'll talk about them in a second. But what it does, it follows the strict rule of writing in 110 characters, not more than that. And that 110 characters will fit into Twitter, will fit into Facebook, will fit everywhere. And there is a story link. If you are interested, you will click and read if you want to. So that's the Facebook page. This is our Twitter page, and you can see that it is one of the rare Hindi websites, and there are several big news organizations, but they haven't crossed 100K mark in terms of followers. So this is like 1.17 lakh followers, and it is growing, and it's growing very fast. And we have started posting on Twitter just a year and a half. This is our YouTube page, and here we showcase our, the program Global India, which is a television program. So you can watch clips here, and then there are smaller videos, like you can see a 57-second video. Then you can see the Afghanistan story and all that. So this is the YouTube page, which is connected to our Google Plus page. Now this is something which is innovation in terms of how you do journalism in the connected world. So this is called Google Hangout. Google Hangout is something which allows you to take part in a program when there is a guest. So you build up a day or two ago, and you say, this Tuesday, 4 o'clock, say, the new minister, Rajavardhan Singh Rathore, was our last guest last week. So Rajavardhan Singh Rathore will answer your questions. So you ask questions first on Facebook, you curate it, you collate the questions, and you put it to your guests. But that's one thing. But before that, you are promoting it on social media, and when the guest is there, it is a live interaction which is being streamed on YouTube, on Google+, on your Facebook, on your digital page. Link is being bombarded, again and again on Twitter, and thousands of people join and watch the live stream. And if you have missed it, it's available on demand. So it actually brings in everything together. So that program is going live on radio. That program is being seen on YouTube. That program is available on your bbchindi.com homepage. So you see, it's just one event, but it's going on so many different platforms. That's what integrated journalism and social media is all about. More of that you can do and more successful you will be. It all depends how much effort you are putting into it, what is your resource base, and how many innovative ideas you have to play with. This is very interesting. How many of you, can you raise your hands and tell me what it is? Who can use it? Who uses it? How many hands? Okay. They have got 30 million users in India. All of them, all of them are young people who are fed up of WhatsApp and Facebook. And this is an application which actually brings in Facebook, WhatsApp, and Viber and everything else together. So you can make free calls, you can share stickers, you can share stories, you can do n number of things, and it's kind of very close to becoming, one of the biggest chat apps in the world, is among top 5 at the moment. And what we have done is, we have done a partnership with them, and we are available on their page, and this partnership was signed just last month. And we are posting our content online, and without any promotion, without any publicity, without any marketing push, within a month, more than 100,000 people have joined us to access our content through Line. So think about these things. So BBC, I'm not here to brag about bbchindi.com or what I am doing. I'm just trying to give you a snapshot of what's happening in the media landscape. And it's changing really fast. And basically all the people who look very smart to you and who talk very smart talk, actually they are huffing and puffing to catch up with it. If I'm talking about Line, I'll be challenged by my son saying, "Daddy, but where is Hike? Why didn't you do anything on Hike? So where is Instagram? Where is Pinterest?" Sorry, I can't do everything. I have to prioritize, but I'm trying to tell you that there's so many out there and so many people there, always logged in and on. You just have to, as a media person, as a young media management student, as a journalist, you have to think how to cater to these masses who are consuming everything on their handset, on their mobile, including television. And that is the future, or actually this is the present. It's not the future, it's happening right now. So think about that as students of media management. Look, this is the story. I just published it before coming here, and I incorporated it in my presentation. So this is sterilization story in Chhattisgarh, and people are talking about it, and it's all going, and so many women are dead. Now this is a tweet, and it is, if you can write 1,000-word piece about our social structure, our setup, everything, and then talk about how women are subjugated to a lot of things and how this society is anti-women. You can talk to 5 different experts and you can have a lot of detail. But what this is doing is simply telling you that the onus of family planning is on women in India. There is no doubt about it. See the ratio, 95.6 and 4.4. It tells the whole story. You don't need to do anything, and it opens on your Twitter screen. If you go on bbchindi.com, you can see it. You'll just have a snapshot. You'll have a look at it. Probably you'll share it. Probably you'll retweet it, and that's what journalism in a snapshot for mobile screens. Now this is maddening. Our newsroom looks like share market. Completely mad. This is called Chartbeat. This is one of the live audience analytics that we use. You can go on chartbeat.com and see. What it does, it gives you to-the-minute analytics of how many people are on your page, how many people are coming through mobile, how many people are coming through desktop, what is their behavior pattern, which story is being most read, which story is not being read, which story is being shared, which story is being liked. Everything is live and it's running on a big digital screen. So you exactly know that stories are working or not working, people are interested or not interested. Gone are the days when journalists decided that, this is a good medicine, please take it. If people are not interested, there is no point writing. There are lots of people who are coming with, great big pieces. And I say, my dear friend, why don't you go to EPW and get it published? It's a nice paper. I can't publish it on mobile phone, and I don't want to do it. And do you want to read that on mobile phone? No. So this one gives you long-term analytics, short-term analytics, two-minute analytics, and it's followed. And you can imagine that this is the biggest strength and weakness of mobile journalism, in the sense that you exactly know to the minute that something is being read or something is not being read. Do you know that actually when you open a story page with Chartbeat, it tells you the scroll depth. That means if you open a story, it will tell you that 20% people are reading only the first 200 words. And then 10% people are going further down. And 3% people are actually the people who are reading till the end. So how to put information out so that all your important bits are on top, so that more, it is reaching more and more people. So that sort of analytics is available, which is revolutionizing the way we think, and it is more, giving the user intelligence is so high that earlier we used to have one national reader survey which will come at the end of the year and you would know which is the largest selling newspaper. Here, all our competitors know what are numbers, and I exactly know where they stand. And there is nothing hidden, it's open, transparent world of internet. Now, after this mobile first strategy was implemented just 2 months ago, this is how bbchhindi.com has fared. And you can see the figures from April 12, 2012 to October 14. And it has gone up to 4.5 million unique visitors coming to us through all different platforms, mainly through mobile and social. So, where do we go from here? Nobody knows. There is nobody who can actually say that I predicted that this will happen. We all knew the power of internet for last 15, 20 years. We roughly knew about the reach that mobile will provide, but the way it's exploding, the way, especially India has leapfrogged from desktop to straight to mobile. Think about when India is fully connected. Think about when, every mobile phone is a smartphone. Think about the business opportunities. Think about the journalistic opportunities. And at the moment, it is confined, bad speed, technical problems, all that. They're there, but they will not be there forever. And how prepared you are to take on that challenge, to take that opportunity and make something interesting. All these big websites, have you seen Scroll? Have you seen Quartz? Have you seen Huffington Post? All these websites didn't have any background in media at all. They came overnight and they captured a huge market share. How? Because all these media houses were doing conventional journalism and they had the content which was not created for the digital world, but was created for print, was created for the magazine, was created for radio, was created for TV, and you were cutting clips out of it and you were short selling it. You just, doing khudra bikri of the content you had. All these players came in the market with a vision to serve only digital audience. They don't have any printing press. They don't have any television channel. They don't have any other setup except for good internet connection and 20, 30 good digital minds working on those desks. And within months you see, they are hitting sky 2 million followers, 1 million followers, 15 million followers. And this is just the beginning. And if you are thinking of becoming a journalist in digital media, you have to really be excited about this time. This is very, very exciting time. I came back, I lived in London, I lived there for 18 years. Both my children were born in London. When I got this opportunity to come and head this operation in India, a lot of people advised me not to come and not to change my life. And after 18 years I returned to India only because I see it happening, and I'm very happy that I'm part of it. And all of you are not going to look back and go into a conventional setup of journalism where you will be working in print and writing stories. Even if you do that, your new employer will ask you how digitally friendly you are and what kind of content you can create which will work in the digital space. So see it as a great opportunity. Be excited about it. Be original, and think what you can make of this opportunity. Basically, in short, journalism is no longer one-way communication where you write a great piece and you think people will read it all the way through and they will, come at their own conclusion. It doesn't happen. If I give you a long article, will you actually really read it? And will you draw your conclusions out after reading that article? I don't think so. So what you want is journalism to be customized to your needs. And you are very careful about your time. You know where to spend time. You focus on need to know. Do I need to know this? Then only you want to know it. So it is being customized for younger audience, for connected audience, for aspirational audience, for entertainment hungry audience, for sports hungry audience. It's completely customized. Somebody has to figure out, sitting in a newsroom, what exactly this lot, all in their 20s, want. And then I have to customize it. And if I have 10 million radio listeners sitting in rural India, they want to listen to us on radio, I cannot really give you the same information as I would give to them. You are two different audiences. So customization has already started, and a lot of smart media houses have been doing it for a long time. Nothing new about it, but it will just intensify. People want takeaways. I tell you that this is what has happened, and you will say, so what do I do? How does it concern me? Sannuki, ho gaya to ho gaya. The moment you tell them that this is the impact that is going to have on your life, on your country, on your friends, on economy, on your wallet, it makes sense. Then people are interested and they read it. So they want journalists to serve them in a way that actually journalist's role is to decipher what is in there for larger audience to know, and then provide only those takeaways and taking all the fluff out, taking all the rubbish out, which is, Ministry of External Affairs releasing a report which has got 180 pages. There is one striking thing about it that, Indians are the biggest, recipients of money from abroad, remittance. Okay, that's the top line in the story, and it will just be 150 words. And all this Ministry of External Affairs report goes in the bin. Because I have to figure out what exactly you want to know, you need to know. So basically, journalists are curators and interpreters of information, which I have already covered. Look at this. This is a very simple story, 3 lines. The World Bank report, which says India has 3rd biggest economy now according to PPP, which is price parity scale, on which India has only, is lagging behind only America and China, and it has defeated Japan. What does that mean to you? What if, a lot of media houses, they all published this story saying now India is ahead of Japan. We didn't do that. We just asked an economist to explain, if India has defeated Japan, why our lives are not as good as Japanese people? And there are 5 simple explanations to that. That our GDP is smaller than Japan, our population is 5 times bigger than Japan, and so on and so on. So publishing that World Bank report that India has left Japan behind doesn't make any sense to anybody. But explaining that if India has done that, why doesn't it show in real life? Makes a lot of sense. And we did that only on Facebook. And when I took the screen grab, you can see that there were more than 3,000 likes, more than 275 shares, and more than 750 people actually commented on it, saying this is useful information, or can we read more, whatever. Now, this seminar is about integrated media and media world, but actually I'm still struggling to understand it, in the sense that whether it is integrating or disintegrating, and how do we make sense of it. Because I have 5 big social platforms, plus the home page, and a radio program, and a TV program, and I am still not able to actually cross-promote one to another. I have got a lot of people on YouTube who never come to our website. I have got a lot of people on Facebook who never go to homepage. A lot of people actually come through search engines and portals to our homepage, but never go to our Facebook page. So, and then there will be more and more new platforms coming. How you actually tailor your content and strategy to serve as many people possible is the biggest challenge that we all are thinking about. And I leave you there to think about it, that where we stand today. And I'm really sure and confident that you people will, I was sitting in auditorium 25 years ago, exactly the way you are. And I know many of you will actually be doing wonderful things that, I fail to imagine now. So I wish you all the best, good luck, and stay positive.
Thank you, sir, for being a true facilitator towards enhancing our knowledge on this topic. Now, I request Dr. Johari to present a token of our appreciation to Mr. Rajesh. The floor is now open for questions. You have to raise your hands, speak your name, and then ask the question.
Integration, but still we are not coming out of the Sasbo serials. In terms of television, we are not coming out. If we compare this television